So getting in, let me tell you about a young lady by the name of Whitney. I'm amazed that every time I go to New York City, I stop in and say hello to her. She now runs an ad agency in New York City. And when I think back and I look at this huge office with this great view, and I just chuckle to myself, because so does Whitney, because we think where she came from. How did she get to running this major ad agency in New York City? And if you think about where she came from, the story is amazing. So this is a young lady that when she was in high school was told by her counselors and her teachers that she was going to a community college. She had just barely a 3.0, and at that time, she didn't even take the SATs. And they thought, why would you even take the SAT? Just go to community college. When she came to see me, the story changed. We gave her hope. She believed. We figured out that she had a learning difference. And that learning difference was that she had a really, really tough time comprehending large bits of information. But what I found was that she was an oral, tactile learner. She could sit in a room and you would think that she's the most brilliant young lady. Look at her today. She's not a Harvard grad. She's not a Stanford grad. She's running a major ad agency in New York City. But think back to the story, 3.0. When we finally got her through the SAT, she had about 1,000 on the SAT because it was out of 1,600 at that time. And we found an amazing school for her that would work for her socially, that would allow her to be creative, it would allow her to use her oral and tactile abilities because she could draw, she could create, and she could communicate like no other. And what happened was she got into 15 schools. Remember, at this time she thought she was getting in nowhere. Her mom was despondent when she was told that she was going to a community college. Whitney believed. We created an amazing game plan so that she could have success. She went off to a 4-year school. She got a job in Chicago. That led to going to New York City. That led to getting a master's. That led to moving up the ladder. And now she's one of the most successful women in the country in advertising and PR.